Hi guys, I had to see if I had enough memory to make a video before I started. But I'm reading this new book. It is called Rock Your Network Marketing Biz by Sarah Robbins, and I really like it. I'm actually learning a lot from her that are just kind of like basic things that you kind of go, how do I not already know that? Sorry, my lips are extremely chapped. Anyways, so the thing I wanted to talk to you about today I think is really important for everyone. And I'm guilty of this too, like super guilty, up until, literally until I read that and I was like, I have to do this from now on. That's how I have to measure my success, is like this. So what she says, and it's with like goals and things, so at the beginning of the year, a lot of us set like a long-term goal, what we want to end this year as, okay? So like I said, I want to end 2016 as a Black status presenter. And she said, that's great. You have to do that because it gives you something to reach for. And she says, but you can't just have that one big goal. You have to have little goals along the way, okay? Because otherwise, she says, in the book, she says, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So it kind of gets to the point where if you're only focusing on that one goal that at the time is so far away, it demotivates you because you don't feel like you're ever going to get there when that goal is just so far from where you are at that time. So you have to set small goals on the way to that big goal. So say I want Black status, that means in March I want to hit orange status, or in February, I want to hit orange status. I can't just like go into February and be like, well, I'm going Black this year, so it doesn't really matter what happens till then. Like obviously if I did that, I wouldn't promote, I might not even maintain if that was my point on it. You can't just say something and then it's going to happen, but at the same time, by saying it over and over and over, you believe it more. So sometimes it's hard to believe something when it's so far away. But you have to have little goals on the way to that big goal and cross those off as you go. So you can see, yes, I am accomplishing this. And I am going to get there. I'm getting closer and closer and closer and closer. The other thing that kind of went hand in hand with that she talks about is, and it kind of comes before that. But it's another thing I want to talk to you about. So like at the beginning of the month, not like the year, that's our long-term goal, and then we have to hit small goals in between. So at the beginning of the month, when you say, this month I'm going to hit pink, or whatever it is that you're going for, and you've wrote down how you're going to reach those goals, how much you're going to sell, how many people you're going to sponsor, and then that's it. You just write down those numbers, and you're like, it's going to happen, I'm going to work for it. That doesn't really work because it gets discouraging. So if you say, I'm going to sponsor 5 people this month, and then it gets to the 20th and you haven't sponsored anyone, you're going to give up, I think, right? Most people would. I probably would too. I would just feel really discouraged, and that kind of kills your energy and your excitement, and that's what makes your business have momentum, is the energy and the excitement that you have when you are promoting and when you are making videos and when you're messaging people. I'm not kidding you. If you are messaging someone, smile while you do it, and you will be so surprised at the results you're going to get. I don't know what it is. I've never been like an energy believer or anything like that, but I've watched a lot of videos and I'm like, hey, if this girl says it works, I'll try it. So I try it and it like works. So I don't know what it is, but you have to have the energy. So when you're messaging people, smile. Just try it. It's so weird, but it really does work. So anyways, instead of just having a number goal, which I still think you should, at the beginning of the month, I think you should have your numbers. I want to sell $1,000 and I want to personally enroll 5 people. Whatever your numbers are, everyone's different. But instead of just doing that, I want you to put like, I am going to book 5 parties, okay? So then I want you to go get those parties, cross them off one at a time as you're setting them up. And then when you get all those parties going, I want you to be like, wow, I really accomplished that. That's something I did. And that's working towards your number. But if you don't hit the magic number, you know that you did all of the steps to get there, and you know that you still had growth this month. The other thing, if you're wanting to sponsor, instead of just saying, I want to sponsor 5 people this month, and then you go message 20 people and they all tell you no and you get discouraged, I don't want you to do that. I want you to say, I'm going to sponsor 5 people this month, and tell yourself, I'm going to do it. But instead of just doing that and then nothing else, I want you to write down, I'm going to reach out to 5 people a day, 5 days a week about the opportunity. And I want you to be organized with it. Get a notebook and write down their names, write down their response, and then if you need to follow up with them, write them down on your calendar on the date that you need to follow up with. If they say they're going to join on Friday, write their name down on Friday and make sure you follow up with them. If they say, let me watch your video and I'll be able to watch it tomorrow, write down on tomorrow's date, I need to message Sarah back. And then on Friday, you need to message Angie because she's going to join. Okay, you have to get organized because you won't remember it. I can tell you this from my own experience. Organization is going to make your business grow 10,000 times faster than just winging it in your inbox and then trying to search through messages. It just doesn't work. It's like a hot mess. And then for me, I can't even remember people's names, so it's not even like I can go search them and then write them down afterwards because I just can't remember names. I have a struggle with that. So get organized, and instead of just having the big goals of $2,000 and 5 people, write down, I want to book 5 parties, I want to make 3 videos a week, and every week cross it off when you do that. And I want an opportunity message 5 people a day, 5 days a week. So every single day that you do that, cross that day off and note that you've done it. And so then you see that you've been doing all of this stuff. You're working your business, you're growing your business, and you're being consistent. Okay, so that's the bigger thing. The bigger success is working hard and knowing that you're putting in the effort than it is hitting the number. Because you're going to hit the number if you do that. And you're going to hit the color level if you do that. But if you have 1 month where you don't hit it, it's okay. Work hard and build your team, build up your customer base, and be consistent so that when you do hit that, you've earned it. And if you continue to do this every single month, you will hit those numbers, okay? It's not like a question of when or if you will hit it. It just might not be the exact month that you want, okay? So work your business every single day and measure your successes on how hard you've worked and how much you've done that way versus just the numbers alone. And the colors are going to come with that automatically. I gotta wrap this up. I'm probably going to have to upload to YouTube. Bye, guys.